Hello, I wanted to share with you this morning about a passage that I came across this week from Matthew 18, having to do with Peter asking Jesus about forgiveness. How often, how many times should I forgive my brother or sister when they sin against me? And I think what Peter is thinking about is the Lord's Prayer, where the Lord said we should pray, forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. I think Peter's looking for a number, and Jesus is going to blow his doors off because he's going to give him an imaginary tale that's quite striking. He shares about a king who has slaves. One of the slaves owes him a lot of money, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But the point of the story is the incredible, unimaginable amount of mercy and forgiveness that God gives us. So the story goes that the slave owes the king over 10,000 talents in debt. Now, a talent was the highest currency that existed back in Jesus' day. They didn't have anything higher than that. And a talent was worth 16 and a half years of a laborer's wages. So it's pretty high, pretty high. But Jesus said he didn't owe him a talent, he owed him 10,000 talents. Now the Greek word for 10,000 is myria. That's where we get the word myriad. And that was the highest numeral in the Greek language back then. So not only is Jesus doing the highest currency, he's also using the highest numeral or number to communicate about this unbelievable forgiveness that this king gives this slave. So I'm sure that took Peter back on his heels, like, wow, that is something. And the reason I tell you that story is that God, with his forgiveness of us, wants that to be reciprocal. He wants us to shine his character of forgiveness and mercy to other people. Because when we hold on to unforgiveness, when we hold on to hatred, it is a corrosive force that works against the container in which it holds those things. So in other words, it really corrodes our heart, makes us very hard-hearted. That's not a characteristic of God. But on top of that, not only does God expect it of us, but he enables us to do this. He gives us his Holy Spirit to give us the ability to forgive when it seems unheard of to do such. On October 2nd, 2006, Charles Carl Roberts IV went into an Amish school in Pennsylvania, and he shot 10 children between the ages of 6 and 13. All of them were girls. 5 of them died. It was a horrific event, but what happened in the aftermath is more unbelievable than the event itself. The very same day, members of that community went to the Roberts family to grieve with them and to forgive them for their loss. Not only that, but within the Amish community, they said, we cannot hold anger towards this man. We must forgive him. He's standing before the Lord as we speak. That was what one of the grandfathers said. We need to love this family. So 30 of them from this community attended the funeral of Charles Carl Roberts IV. And then they set up a charity for the children of Mr. Roberts so that they could have an income but also education later on in life. Now that's a tremendous amount of forgiveness, that's a tremendous amount of mercy. And that's what God calls of us. It's something that the Holy Spirit can do in our lives. He is the one who enables us to do that. That was such a spectacular story that it hit the national media, and people debated on whether the Amish people did the right thing. Should you forgive somebody that's done such a horrific act? And their answer is yes, because God first loved us. Thank you.